onehappybirthday.com.
I'm an ex-refugee, so I came to Australia as a refugee 25 years ago. I spent some time in jail because I was a political prisoner in my country because I was a unionist. So I was prosecuted and eventually ended up was blindfolded and ended up in jail. So for a few months, couple of months, 2-3 months. In a way, this job gave me the opportunity to actually help people that have been where I've been. So I count myself lucky. I mean, I come from a very poor background, so peasant sort of family, and grew up in a broken family. Really never had a stable sort of family. But I was lucky enough to have my mum who loved me. And I lived with her on and off, not because she couldn't, because she didn't love me, but because she couldn't have me because of the poverty. So I know that all of those experiences sort of define where you sort of go and the sort of things that you do. So in my case, for example, when I was 12, I was living with my sister, and she was going to get married, and her husband-to-be didn't want me around, so I had to go somewhere. So I ended up going to this boarding house, and would have been 12 probably, and to study. And this boarding house was for kids. It was run by the National Police, so it was for kids that were sort of totally, going out of the comfort zone. But be it as it may, I was there, and at the time I was really doing really badly at school for obvious reasons, and I was less than average student at the time. So, but being in that sort of environment, so I learned to smoke when I was about 12 probably. I experimented with marijuana in that same period, so it would have been 13, 14. The first time that I got drunk was because a pedophile teacher took a few of us to get drunk. I was lucky to have a very resilient character, I guess. And I had a teacher, a math teacher, that was brilliant. He was a great teacher. And he was able to inspire the class to actually to perform, to do well. And from grade 1 to year 9, my average was 5 and less than 50% in each of the different subjects that I took. After that year, I became quite good because I knew that I could. That experience with that teacher sort of taught me that I could do something, and that year and that teacher touched my life and changed my life. So all of those experiences pretty much form who you are, no matter what experiences they have or where they're coming from. You just need something that sparks something in their being, and great things can happen. So I think that's what we do.
Animated signs. You can make scrolling text or you can make some animations. For example, this one or this one. You can make the sign rotate, and here's another one. So the way this works, well, obviously I'm using set block. Here's the clock I used. Basically, what happens, this command block sets this air block to a redstone block, and this command block sets the redstone block to air. You can copy that using mcedit or just copy it manually. At the end of this chain we'll put a different command block. Instead of putting a redstone block over here, it will set a redstone block back at the beginning of the chain. Now you can attach command blocks to that chain. Over here, for example, these command blocks are all the same except for this number, because this number determines the rotation. Now, what if we want to change the text? Well, you're gonna have to add NBT tags. So just add replace and then 2 curly brackets. Inside the curly brackets you can add text1, colon, and quotation marks. Inside those quotation marks you can add anything. If you want to add more lines of text, write down comma, text2, colon, and quotation marks. You can do this 4 times. There's one problem though. You'll notice that once there's a sign already, the command blocks won't be able to place the sign. That's because set block can only replace blocks with different IDs or data values. You can change replace to destroy, but you'll see these ugly particles and you can hardly read the text. But don't worry, there's still something we can do about this. Instead of using destroy, we're still going to use replace, but we'll add one command block to the chain. This command block will set the sign to air. This way the sign will turn into air and turn back to a sign with different text, even before you can see it turned into air. And now something about those fancy symbols I used on the signs. Well, I'm on a Mac, so I have this fancy menu with all kinds of Unicode stuff. I can just copy that and paste it into Minecraft. But on a PC, I'm afraid you'll have to look up a Unicode table on the internet. If you can't paste it into Minecraft because it pastes something else you copied earlier, just restart Minecraft and it does work. So that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Ha! I think I found another way to freeze mobs. Oh, I think my computer just crashed.
She's a young girl with a large abscess in her right axilla which needs instant drainage and local anesthesia. I have already given anesthesia and I am just giving incision over the most fluctuating part of the swelling. You can see pus is coming out. It was under pressure inside that cavity and it is now coming out freely. All the pus should be evacuated. A lot of pus was there inside, you can see. Now just increasing the opening so that all the remnant pus should come out. Now just using a artery forceps, I just opening it to evacuate the pus. One should not go to the depth as the axillary vessels are nearby. One should avoid injury to those vital structures. Just putting a gauze inside the cavity to clean the cavity. This needs daily dressing, antibiotics coverage. Usually this type of injuries get cured within 7 days. Thanks for watching.
Whistle is 12 o'clock. Come on, baby, it's time to rock. Don't let go, don't let go. I'm so happy I got you. Don't let go, don't let go. Keep running from the little. Don't let go, don't let go. Ooh, yeah, this feeling's killing me. Don't let inside my brain. I'm so eager, I'm nearly dying. Yeah, you've been keeping your lips from mine. Don't let go, don't let go. Ooh, well, this feeling's killing me. Oh, sure. Wouldn't change it for a million dollars.